Adam Bieber, bro. Shit. It's called We're Not Really Strangers.
Yeah.
You know, just one. I'm trying to make this a part of my vlog every time.
This is a real reaction. This is authentic.
What was your first impression of me, bro?
You caught me off guard. Like, can I get like a low?
Yeah.
Like I can be real and genuine. Like if I can be like it can come off good, bad type shit. Like it don't
Yeah, it don't matter.
Thug.
Thug?
No, okay. Let me get. Okay, let me
I like that actually.
Let me get the background. Cause remember I met you in Zane's room, right?
Yeah.
Bro, I pull up to the room. The first thing you're talking. Can you say this? Can you add this?
I'm gonna bleep it.
The first thing you were talking about was, yo, do you want? I'm like, I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, I was down, but like, I was like, oh shit, like he's really about that life. Like, all right. We both started off the same. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Like we both started off as bad kids. Like, I was a really bad kid at that time. I can't lie.
Yo, bro.
When you asked me, I was like, yes. I didn't say no. I was like, I'll take it, bro. What the fuck? I remember you gave me. I think you gave me like 2 for free.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so we're currently in my college library, so I'm just here to talk about the video you're about to see. So I was able to interview someone that pursued her passion and dropped out of university, and she happened to be my cousin, so which helps because it was a lot easier to talk to her and interview her because we're kind of like best friends. But yeah, I hope you guys get some value off of it because I 100% did. I learned so much from her, and the questions that we asked each other was very valuable. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy.
I'm just Pogi.
Oh god.
Hey.
My name's Felice Trinidad.
And how old are you?
I'm 26 years old, turning 27.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a photographer. I specialize in portrait photography, more so for the fashion industry, music industry.
Where'd you grow up? I guess probably
Yeah.
start with that.
I was born in the Philippines, so I'm Filipino. But I moved here when I was 1. So I basically grew up in Mississauga all my life. I'm very much westernized.
What were you grateful for when you woke up? Like, what's something that made you feel good first? Like the first thing that comes to mind.
Besides having this interview be done,
Okay.
I really like the fact that I have today as my day off and I can just like enjoy my day on my own terms. I'm looking forward to like playing guitar later. It's nice to think about. Like I think like even just waking up sometimes, especially for the people who like struggle with depression and stuff, should be celebrated. Because,
Yeah, 100%.
Like waking up can be a hassle sometimes too. Like just getting out of your bed for some people is so difficult. But like when you have like motivation to live your life.
What got you into photography? How did that start?
Ooh, okay. I started my photography by first taking self-portraits. So like self-timer, tripod, and I wanted to do it because that was when the time that Facebook was still starting. And I saw like these girls like be so confident in front of the camera, and I'm like, I want to be able to translate like beauty and my personality in like a digital form. So I taught myself how to be more confident in front of the camera, and that was like a ongoing project that I was doing, giving myself confidence. And then I started doing it for other people who wanted the same things, starting with friends first. Like they wanted to feel like a bad bitch in front of the camera. Can I swear on this?
Yeah, 100%.
And like I think there's so much magic in seeing people like happy with how they look or how accurately they're like portrayed and their personalities like represented in photo form. So I started shooting for others, and then like now 8 years in the making. Now I shoot for like people who need like album covers and like modeling portfolios. I think like my approach to photography at every shoot is like to tailor the shoot to them so that I show their authentic self. That's why I'll like an important part of my process is getting to know them, like having conversation with my model or like just studying like their vibe and aesthetic. Also like reading them on set. I think it's a good skill to have because you can like accurately portray and capture them the way they want to be seen. That results in like great photos.
Did you go to school for photography?
Okay, I thought about it. There are like schools that exist for it, but I think personally I learn best when I'm self-taught, when I learn like on the job and like in the field, like by actually doing shoots instead of like sitting in the classroom. My background is very much was academically inclined. Like I was a straight A student like all throughout high school, and then when I got into university, that's when things changed and I like realized that what I signed up for a degree wasn't exactly in line with what I felt was my purpose. So I started like first treating, because photography at that point was always just a hobby, a side thing. But then I quickly looked to be an escape from like the stresses of like the university can give you. And then I would, instead of going to class, I would go out and set up shoots and like explore like that love and passion of mine. Then it quickly became like this big thing where I felt like it more myself doing it. Like it's what made me like want to wake up. I think it's like a risky experiment too, to like to just dive in the art industry, because it's like everyone knows it's like an unstable like industry and job. But I think when if you have enough passion for it, you'll always make it work, you know.
It's nice to hear that you just went for it, and it's inspiring. Like what I'm doing right now, I do this the same reason that you're doing it, because I think I love conversations, I love filming, but I really don't know how to, like, I really don't know yet which one's my specialty. So I just thought about it like, I'll fucking do both, whatever,
yeah,
right?
Literally just jump in anything. I think anything that you have like even just the smallest interest in, if you like experiment with yourself and just like dive right in, you never know like what doors it opens. So
how did your parents feel about photography?
Great question, especially for people who are Filipino. It's not the most traditional career path to take, because we all want, like, every parent dreams of them like following the formula, right? Like going to school for X amount of years, getting your degree, and then being in a profession that's like stable. But I think like, especially to parents, like if you have a child that's like artistically inclined, like the more support you need to give to them, because like I think artists are what makes the world go around. Like even like people who have like jobs like lawyers and doctors, what do they do in their spare time? They're always like listening to music, they're consuming art. I think it really pushes like our culture around. In the beginning they were not exactly on board with it, because it was a shock like to go completely opposite from what I was pursuing before. And it definitely took a long time to like get them to be on the same level as I am, like mentally taking on this like,
because it was different.
Yeah, and it's not something that we're not used to traditionally even. Like but now they're like my biggest supporters. We're very much a team when it comes to my photography. Like I think artists always need like a support system around them to thrive, because it really takes a village. Like you can't do it on your own.
Yeah, so what's your favorite thing about photography?
Especially because portrait photography deals with like people, my subjects being human. I like the opportunities that allows me to like connect with the music industry, like different other kinds of artists and other kinds of people that like I wouldn't meet otherwise. I really like there's like a point of like a magical moment on set whenever our like visions are aligning and we're creating like magic out of nothing. I really like the aspect of like getting to know people with this art and getting to connect with them, because that's really all about like art brings people together. It's really not an individualistic thing as people might think. It's really about like collaboration, and I like getting to know people, like a different side of them every time that I shoot them. When you're doing this, like it opens so much doors, like, and you meet people that you wouldn't normally meet. You get to hear their stories in ways that you can't normally, you know.
Can you name the model for your photos that has been your favorite, or like this always been like that always crosses your mind whenever you do photography?
Cool. Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but it's Jin right here. It's she's all in white and she's like stepping on the stairs. She's been my like favorite person to collaborate with. I consider her one of my best friends, and she started with me since like I was such a noob with photography. So she's seen like the growth, and like every year that we shoot together, or multiple a year.
Mhm.
Like we grow as characters. I've seen them grow
Mhm.
like, aesthetically, like in their career, everything.
So who inspired you to do photography?
Ooh, like
Was it it could be a who, or it could be a situation where you just
Oh, okay. Let me think about that. I think what continues to inspire me, or in the beginning, it was for myself, like giving myself confidence. I think what motivates me now is like still true to this day. Like I like the feeling, the rewarding feeling I get when my clients look at the photos and feel like that they've been truly represented.
Mhm.
Because I think it's like it's hard, especially with social media and like all this like noise.
Mhm.
We're all figuring out who we are, and it's all about
Mhm.
self-expression.
Mhm.
And when someone else can capture that for you, like the way that you see yourself, I think that's a magical moment. And my favorite part of the process is like when I send the photos to clients, I'm finished, and they tell me like their first reactions.
Mhm.
I like making people happy with my photos. It's very
Mhm.
much like a philanthropic
Mhm.
endeavor of mine. I really do it for others.
Mhm.
Like as much as I do it for myself, like it's so nice to make people happy with photos. So it's something as simple as taking a shot on a camera.
Oh, that's nice. Do you think your clients learn to know more about themselves when they do
Great
when they do
question.
photography with you?
No one's asked that before. I would hope so. Like I feel like when they have the platform to express themselves fully, especially when they get like my favorite kind of shoots to do are when people show their multifaceted selves. So like when people have, even in just like something as simple as style, when they have like a grungy aesthetic, when they have like a more classy aesthetic, when they show multiple sides of themselves, and you peel back the layers, like that's what my favorite kind of shoots to do. I think
Mhm.
they do get to they get to showcase their wide variety of colors
Mhm.
when we shoot. And modeling's so much fun. Like it's a very vulnerable thing to be in front of the camera. I don't know how much.
100%.
Yeah,
I
you do
like
it.
to be honest with my vlogs. Unless I'm doing an exercise, I don't even show myself
Right.
because I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself.
Self-conscious,
Yeah, exactly,
yeah.
exactly. There's no insecurity. I'm just figuring a way for me to be more confident
Mhm.
or to show myself more. But I think I started doing that recently because I don't really care that much anymore like I
Yeah.
used to.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm
There's
just
so
myself.
much pressure being like a camera and then like knowing it's like going out to an audience
Mhm.
to the internet. But I think it's like such an honor every day that I get to like penetrate that vulnerable side of people, and they allow me to like capture them in like their raw, authentic selves.
I love that level of gratitude because like you serve your purpose doing the thing you love doing,
Thanks,
right?
I hope so.
Yeah. Thank you so much for this
Thank
opportunity.
you. This is so fun.
Yeah,
Wow.
I had fun, and it's been an
So
hour.
rewarding, right? And time flows by so fast, and you like take it
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So it's time to say goodbye.
Bye.
Peace.
Thank you for watching.